tayo para may energy. Energy in the house. Parang nagkakaproblema itong isang connection natin dito. Bakit ang bagal? Kameta. Ayan na mga kameta. Bulol tuloy tayo. For some reason, itong connection natin hindi optimal sa laptop natin dito. So I'm using a different laptop lang kasi medyo nabibigatan tayo dun sa mga ibang laptops natin. Kaya I'm using a lighter one. But for some reason, hindi siya ganun ka lakas sa internet. So I don't know why. Baka siguro kailangan natin ng something like an iPad siguro, iPad Pro or something. Anyway, we'll figure that out later on. In the meantime, maganda naman at least yung resolution na ito. Okay, ito mga kameta. Kamusta kayo dyan? I hope you're having a good weekend. Of course, sobrang busy tayo over the past week. Marami tayong pinag-usapan. Pinag-usapan po natin among other things yung paglaya, finally free si Senator Laila de Lima. Well, we are currently trying to arrange an interview with Senator de Lima sometime next week based dun sa schedules natin. I'm sure you have seen interviews of Senator de Lima on other channels, including on other YouTube channels, among others. But as you know, I mean, I and Senator de Lima, in one or another, we have been in touch with her. I've been in touch with her office. I've written her letters. She also forwarded many things to me. We had a chance to talk to each other before when she was in detention. So, and as you see, on her page, you can see many times that, they also shared some of the articles that they wrote about her case. And, as critical as I have been of opposition and all, I think Senator de Lima has been one of the most impressive ones out there. And one of the persons that I always felt was the right role model for what an opposition leader should look like. Hindi pwede pa safe, hindi pwede pa cute, dapat palaban. And that's one thing that we saw with Senator de Lima and has always been a great source of inspiration. Now, obviously, no one is perfect. We can discuss about a lot of things, but I think she's the closest that comes to, the closest that we got when it comes to some sort of political martyrdom and fighting for democratic Philippines is concerned. No? Just a couple of things. Pasensya na kasi I don't know about my internet connection and all. So I just wanted to make a short intervention here before heading to my other activities. In fact, while nandito po tayo out of town, I've been trying my best to do something different. So, walang production team. So I'm essentially on my own, and I've been trying to set up. I've been trying to set up some lectures, something very different. No, so yung inisip natin mga kameta is, if we can. I was thinking something different from politics. No, something different from politics. Something that is. Something that is more reflective of the full range of things that keeps us interested. So I'm just taping and on my own. I mean, no production. I'm just relying on lighting system, no makeup, nothing. So a full range of things on stoicism, on Edward Said, on Orientalism, on toxic masculinity, on politics and political analysis and democratic activism. So I'm just recording a couple of lecture types and hoping later on magawa rin natin ng mga shorts out of that, some long lectures and shorts out of that. So been working on that over the past few days and all. Kaya dami natin nadala ng mga iba't ibang mga costumes and coats and all. Hindi po tayo pupunta sa kasal sa mga niyan, sa mga lecture taping yan. So I sincerely hope that you guys will appreciate it once those lecture types come out. Please support, please encourage, because in the West, usually what they do is they have a Patreon account. So, they're like Jordan Peterson type of guy gives a lecture and then, raises thousands of dollars in Patreon, and that makes his time worth it, right? Because hindi po madali gumawa ng mga lecture type vlogs, because it takes years of scholarship. It takes a lot of familiarity with the literature, but also it takes a lot of effort to record them and make sure na medyo maayos-ayos. Although, again, low budget version yung ginawa natin. Now, let's go to the latest news na meron tayo. So mukhang hindi natuloy ang meeting after all ni Marcos Jr. and Elon Musk. So the Marcos Musk meeting did not happen. I was just checking in terms of updates on the APEC. So I wrote a piece or two about what's up with the APEC summit, the big meeting between Biden and Xi Jinping. Now, as you know, the meeting between Biden and Xi Jinping was very important because yung dalawang higante na yan have been flirting with one kind of conflict or the other. And things have been pretty tricky for the two countries in the past few months. Barely any kind of institutionalist dialogue. So walang masyadong pag-uusap. And sabi nga ni Churchill, di ba? Better always jaw-jaw than war-war. And we have had more of world wars than direct dialogue and conversation between two superpowers. So some semblance of dialogue between two superpowers have been reestablished. Now, interestingly, hindi nagkaroon ng meeting between Marcos and Biden. So some people thought maybe that's some sort of a snub na because Biden wants to patch it up a little bit with Xi Jinping. Ayaw niya mag-meet kay Marcos because Marcos is kind of anti-China right now. I don't think that's true. I think that's exaggerated. I think Marcos himself is looking for something new, something different. Hindi lang mga meeting about military and all. And that's why nag-arrange sila. He and a number of other people in San Francisco on the sidelines of the APEC summit, nag-arrange sila ng meeting with tech titans and potential big investors. Because I think Marcos Jr. also realizes that hindi pwede purong military, purong EDCA, mga ganun. Not to mention may risk yung mga ganun, no? But no choice tayo. Binuli tayo ng 6 years. Tatay geopolitics, barangay geopolitics, hindi gumana. So we have to do something different. But our relationship with the United States cannot be just about military. It cannot be just EDCA. It cannot be just about China. It has to be also about investment in the Philippines. And in that in that spirit, essentially, Marcos arranged a meeting with Elon Musk. So actually, what happened is that hindi natuloy. So over Twitter, actually sinabi ni Marcos na may nagkaroon ng missed opportunity because the two were supposed to meet. So in an interview with reporters, sabi ni Marcos Jr. na ito ay missed opportunity because Elon Musk could not attend because he fell ill. He was supposed to come here in San Francisco. Marami siyang ka-meeting dapat dito pero binalitaan kami na nakasakit nga. So in English, he was supposed to meet with a lot of people, including leaders, but we were informed that he got sick. Kaya wala muna. So no meeting for now, which is a missed opportunity. I was really looking forward to it, but we'll find ways to get to meet him again sometime in the future. Of course, the chairman, CEO, and CTO of American spacecraft manufacturer SpaceX, in addition to, of course, the owner of Twitter, now known as X, and also owner of Tesla. We have had much to discuss with him in terms of the technologies that we would like for Tesla, for example, to bring to the Philippines, specifically battery technology, even the manufacture of fully electric vehicles, all of these things that we're hoping to be part of in the future. So President Marcos Jr. was hoping to discuss even Tesla production, not just Tesla imports. Kasi kakabukas lang yung Tesla shop dyan sa EDSA yata, no? I mean, good luck with that. Ang ganda-gandang kotse mo, wala, ang mahal naman ng electricity, ang good luck naman sa traffic and all of that. So, let's see what's up there. No, I mean, as I said, hindi tayo dapat hanggang consumerist lang tayo. We have to actually work towards producing electric vehicles or at least being part of the production processes because EVs are the future. In fact, they're almost the present in many parts of the world. You go to Scandinavia, you go to Denmark, you go to many countries, they're almost fully electric. Or at least yung mga public transportation nila fully electric, whatever car it is, no? So, well, the leader in the industry is Elon Musk, and that's why we wanted to see him. We still want to see him, and so we'll find an opportunity to do that as soon as we can, no? Aside from meetings with Musk, President Marcos was also meeting with Prime Minister Trudeau. Also did not push through. Hindi natuloy. I didn't push through because what happened was the session yesterday ran very late. I think we came out of the 1 hour behind schedule. So 2 big meetings did not push through. Nevertheless, President Marcos Jr. managed to meet Vice President Kamala Harris. Of course, they discussed the South China Sea. Kamala Harris was, of course, in Manila last November also to discuss South China Sea. In fact, pumunta siya sa Palawan. And if I'm not mistaken, she boarded the Philippine Coast Guard vessel. Nag-meeting din. Mga Kalitino natin. Nag-meeting din with Peruvian President Dina Boluarte, who invited Marcos Jr. to Peru for the 31st APEC meeting, as well as to mark the 50th year of bilateral relations between the Philippines and Peru, yung mga Peruviano. So, hopefully in the future, mga kameta, mag-Latin America, Peru, Lima tayo. Lima. So, yan. Don't worry, yung interview natin ni Senator De Lima, try natin arrange. Pero ito, Lima, Peru. Dami mga Michelin star dyan. Ganda nun, di ba? And President Marcos likewise had a pull-aside meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping where they talk about the recent tensions in the West Philippines. So in fairness naman, si President Marcos Jr. is also trying to have a conversation with his Chinese counterpart. And he likewise also met with TikTok CEO Shu Zhiqiu to discuss how to use the platform to help small businesses in the Philippines. No, just a quick side. So nag-meeting si Xi Jinping and BBM, and in fact the meeting was quite cordial, quite friendly, smiley yung dalawa na yan. Because actually President Xi Jinping of China has been on a kind of a charm offensive tour. He met Governor Newsom of California. They had a fantastic conversation together. His meeting with Biden was not too bad, quite friendly given everything. And then he also emphasized that meeting with other world leaders, very friendly, and of course also with Marcos Jr. No, so President Marcos, dun sa discussion niya with China, said that yung West Philippine Sea issue is still a work in progress. After his meeting with President Xi Jinping, this was a pull-aside meeting, so it was not a full bilateral summit meeting, but at least President Marcos said that he voiced to President Xi Jinping yung concern natin on some of the incidents that were happening between Chinese vessels, Philippine vessels, culminating in actual collisions we have seen before, and hopefully to find ways to avoid that and ways to move forward from this situation. So he likewise told President Xi Jinping that he wanted to go back to the situation where, quote, Filipinos and the Chinese were fishing together. So some sort of joint fisheries agreement is something that's still being considered by President Marcos. And okay, Marcos, we were in agreement that the problems that we have in the South China Sea with China should not be the defining element of our relationship, but nonetheless the problems remain, and it is something that we need to continue to communicate to find ways to avoid such incidents. Ayon kay President Marcos, yung meeting naman niya with Kamala Harris also focused on these issues. And President said that he wanted to get Xi's view of the ongoing tensions and discuss ways to bring down the temperature to not escalate the situation in the West Philippine Sea. And we'll put all of this together so we'll be able to strategize for the near future and what the Philippines' role will be, or what is the proper Philippine role in the West Philippine Sea. So you could see medyo tortured yung language. There's an effort to find a common ground. But things are going to get more interesting in the coming months because President Marcos Jr. is likely headed to Indo-Pacific Command sa Hawaii, no? Indo-Pacific Command of the United States. I think no foreign leader has done that in recent memory, so that would be quite something. But at least there's an effort to find a kind of a common ground with China, or at least to say, hindi ayaw naman ng giyera. So kung may problema dito, ito ay dahil dun sa mga pagbubuli nangyari. So hopefully the bullying goes down and then find a way forward. Now, dun naman sa conversation niya with Kamala Harris, sabi ni Marcos, she was very interested to know what our assessment was on the situation in the West Philippine Sea. And I just went through the basic facts of the matter, what happened in the past few months. We tried to discuss some of the ways forward. And I think that generally speaking, especially after my meeting with President Xi, which I'm going to have sometime today, this is before, after that he will put together the way forward. So in fairness, you could see President Marcos Jr. is talking to the Chinese leader, talking to Kamala Harris, trying to find the way forward. It's tortured, it's difficult, but it's important to have those kind of conversation para hindi mukhang tayong naghahanap ng trouble. Because that's the unfortunate thing, no? Meron tayong mga kapitbahay na they try to make it look ayan na yung mga troll na yan. Pagbigyan niyan, kailangan kumita mo yan. Paubos na yung ano na. Wala na silang fund. No? That's just, alam na yan. Anyway, I'm just gonna be quick about this because, this is the weekend na and I want everyone to rest. So overall, the APEC summit was like, okay lang. At least, there was an effort to reach out to Xi Jinping. There was an effort to see how things move forward with China and also with the US, how we can get the best help possible. The meeting with Elon Musk didn't push through, but at least there was an effort to move on that front and look at how the Philippines can become an investment destination. It's not going to be easy. We have to create the right conditions for that. I mean, both in terms of getting high quality investment and also in terms of getting things right with China and the United States. This is not going to be easy. Kaya dapat tuloy-tuloy itong mga diplomacy na ito. Overall, I think that was an important and necessary visit by President Marcos. And given everything, I don't think he did too bad. I think he's on the right track in terms of reaching out. And let's see what will be the follow through efforts. But watch out also for Marcos Jr. visiting Hawaii soon to talk to the Pentagon on ways to push ahead with EDCA in ways that will enhance the Philippines' national interest. The important thing here is our red lines is clear, both to the United States and also to China. And accordingly, we push for our national interests. In the meantime, sana, we do also what is necessary so that the Philippines becomes an attractive investment destination. On that note, thank you very much again, mga kameta. So I have to go back to mga other stuff na ginagawa natin. I'm just looking at doing things differently, and hopefully our internet connection will be better in the future occasions. I don't know what's going on here dito sa internet natin dito sa Baguio, but hopefully we'll move in the right direction, right? And we want to diversify our content and what we get out there, and also have to set up, to make sure we get the shorts and everything out there. Anyway, this is the best we can do under the given circumstances. I hope you guys appreciate it. Thank you very much again for everyone who has been constantly with us. Try ko mag-catch up with Lola before I get back home again. So, thank you. Maraming salamat. So, over the past week, ang dami natin na-arrange. I'm extremely grateful na-arrange natin yung interviews with, nagawa na natin yung RRL, Ronaldo, Ricardo, and Lisandro. I think that was a very important one. I'm also very glad na natuloy kahit papano, despite all the difficulties, yung interviews natin with Sunny Africa about Philippine economy, economics, and economic analysis, among others. So, please check those things out. Ina-upload natin sa YouTube, ina-upload din natin yung mga ibang videos dito para na makita yung mga gwapo natin mga guests, mga tino natin guests. Kasi etong version na nakikita nyo, when I interview them. So the finalist version, please check that out. Thank you very much again. Have a blessed weekend. Have a blessed Sabbath day tomorrow. Thank you very much for your constant support. And please, pray lang, support lang para gawin natin yung mga kailangan natin gawin. Para sana naman magkaroon tayo na itong mga magagandang diskusyon at mga talakayan. Para naman, medyo mag-next level naman yung discussion natin. Hindi lang mga purong pang barangay level geopolitics or purong mga marites lang. We want to do a little bit better than that. In the meantime, kung gusto niyo maharlika, gusto niyo mag-troll, bahala kayo. Buhay niya yan. Alright? On that note, thank you very much and talk to you soon. God bless and have a blessed Sabbath and weekend with your family and loved ones. Salamat po. Thank you very much.